Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. In this video, we're going to be going over quite possibly the best Eevee deck currently in this meta. This deck is a lot of fun. And yeah, I feel like this is kind of like the definitive Eevee deck because it's just very fun and also very consistent. Yeah, looking at it, it looks like a mess. Like, what am I looking at? But trust me, this is very consistent. It's very fun and it requires a lot of thinking. On top of that, a lot of potential, very high risk and high reward. And yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, I make Pokemon Pocket content pretty much daily. Really like the game, and as a small-time content creator, it really does help me out if you like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into the deck showcase. All right, here we are in our first battle. This is a solo battle going against Buzzwold EX. If you guys are new to my deck showcases, how these videos usually go, I'm going to do at least 3 battles. First one's a solo battle just to get the feel for the deck, and the next 2 are PvP. And okay, yeah, we are going second, so this is pretty good. Ideally, yeah, you do want to go second, but I feel like this deck is still somewhat viable if you go first, although it does require a bit of luck because you do need to have X speed. If you look in the bottom left, the deck's right there. Yeah, there's 1 X speed. X speed makes it so your second turn, if you go turn 1, you could attack. You could do 90 damage with Leafeon. However, it does still require a lot of RNG because you need to have at least 2 EVs out turn 1. Evolve your active into Leafeon EX, and then your bench, the non-EX Leafeon. And then once you get there, you should be able to, as you can see right here, Leafeon EX. If you guys don't know, his ability Force Breath, you can feed one of your Grass-type Pokemon a Grass-type energy. So with your Fire energy plus that free Grass-type energy, X speed out of him, Leafeon's out in the active, 90 damage. A lot of talking, hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, this deck requires a lot of combos. Ideally, going second is pretty good. However, having Eevee EX in the front isn't ideal. Ideally, you do want to have the non-EX one out so you can get a card. But for now, we can just do this. Attack. He just fed Pheromosa. Interesting. This is pretty good. A little voice crack, but okay, yeah. So we have an amazing setup here. Like, this is the ideal scenario, yeah. If you go first, X speed, Leafeon EX, and then at least 2 EVs. But this is pretty good. Since we went second, we can just get Leafeon out. Leafeon can just do amazing damage. Look at that. We might as well evolve one of these into Leafeon. The ideal setup in a game is to have all your EVs out. So Leafeon EX, non-EX Leafeon, Flareon EX, and Sylveon EX. But okay, yeah, for now, just attack. That's all we could really do. We also have EV Bag. Amazing support. When it comes to Sylveon, if you guys are curious, Sylveon's pretty much treated as basically a professor's research. That's pretty much what Sylveon comes down to. But yeah, right now we are at a good position. We might as well just do this. This is how, okay, yeah, we could just do this right now. We might as well. This is pretty good because I feel like every card here synergizes well with each other. So we use Forest Breath, feed us Leafeon. Now we could use X speed, but for now we're just going to do this. This is good because it sets up for Flareon EX. Because keep in mind, Flareon EX can only attach energy from the discard pile. We have 1 here, so that's pretty good. So far we don't have Flareon out, but this is pretty good nevertheless. Attack with Leafy Cyclone, one-shotting Pheromosa. Interesting. He's relying on Celesteela. Bit of RNG does work to his favor. Okay, so yeah, Leafeon is dead. This is kind of scary. Okay, yeah, all we can pretty much do is might as well start feeding. Yeah, I'll feed this Eevee right here. Forest Breath. Might as well just chill like this right now. I could evolve into Leafeon, but at the same time, I don't think it really matters in the long run. I very much want like either a Sylveon or Flareon. Might as well do this as second effect, healing 20. Okay, this is pretty good. This is pretty slow, but at the same time, the position we're in, we have 5 cards. We have 5 cards. Hopefully, we can get Sylveon. I feel like the best thing to get is either Sylveon EX or Flareon. So keep in mind, since I fed this Eevee right here, if we evolve into Flareon can just attack. Just immediately attack, so that's pretty good. Oh, this is perfect nevertheless. So we just do this. Sylveon's effect right here. Happy ribbon? Sure. I don't get why you won't want that, but perfect. Flareon, this is amazing. This is nice. Oh, yes. So we combust right here. We combust. Flareon's built for next turn. Granted, he does take 20 damage recoil, but look at this. EV Bag, there's nothing he could do. Again, this is against a bot, but we shall see in PvP how this fares. But nevertheless, this deck has a lot of potential. Like, look at that. Nice. I really didn't have to use that combust, but I just kind of wanted to showcase that. All right, GG. Again, against a bot, but keep in mind with Flareon, if you're going against a Buzzwold EX, Flareon can one-shot Buzzwold even with Leaf Cape, because Flareon paired with red and 2 EV bags, that's 170 damage. So easy one-shot, but nevertheless, easy game. And yeah, we should see how this deck performs in PvP. All right, here we are in PvP. Okay, so this setup right here. We did go first, so given my combo I stated earlier, we might be able to do 90 damage next turn. But right now, we just need Leafeon EX. This is a very good setup. Please give me Leafeon EX. Perfect. Okay, this is good unless he red cards me. If he red cards or Marses me, that's going to be huge value. Okay, yeah, he doesn't. Places down Togepi. Feeds Eevee, draws a card. Ah, yes, this is very good. So we are at an amazing position. This is the ideal setup you want here. Okay, this might as well evolve everybody. Evolving Flareon next turn. But for now, keep in mind, you want to evolve Leafeon first. I feel like a lot of people might make the mistake because if you use Forest Breath and you didn't evolve into Leafeon yet, it only applies to grass-type Pokemon. So we just do that, X-Speed, Retreat, and then this Leafeon's out, completely shutting him down. This is pretty good. So, yeah, enough said. Like, I feel like depending on your opponent, like, yeah, they might just give up at that point. Because doing that can just mess up your opponent a lot. If you can get a setup like that, your second turn, like when going first, yeah, that completely just shuts them down. All right, next battle, going second. Ooh, okay. Hand-wise, could be a little bit better, but we do have Leafeon, which is pretty good. Our opponent does absolutely nothing. And yeah, all we could really do right here is to do this, attack. Again, pretty scary having EVEX in the front, but he shouldn't be able to one-shot us. If anything, actually, he might be able to if he plays Serena, but hopefully not. All right, yeah, so he does Leaf Cape Steenie as well. Rowlet doing a bit of damage. Might as well Giant Cape, Leaf Cape, and now this guy can just instantly attack. All right, pretty scary, but nevertheless, hopefully we can get an Eevee. We need an Eevee card. 13 cards in here. Professor's Research, anything that help me out, please. Okay, just playing with Steenie. Ultimately up to RNG, please. Perfect. Okay. Wow. You're gonna have games like these. You're definitely gonna have games like these. Really do appreciate it. Just give me the win, hopefully. But at the same time, okay, this is pretty much like a 10 trainer Leafeon deck at this point. Just looking at this, like, what the heck is this, man? Sure, attack. Pretty scary because he might also have Erica, which will make this a lot harder, but we do have Eevee back as well. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. You're gonna have battles like this. All right, jumping into rank, we'll see how this performs. Going second, hopefully I can get more than just, okay, just one Eevee, sure. At the same time, we have Leafeon. This is, yeah, Leafeon, you better help us out. All right, perfect. We are going against a Buzzwood EX deck. And since we went second, this is pretty good, because for this deck, you want to go second, and oh my gosh, okay. All right, yeah, this is, I have 4 Eevee cards and 2 Pokeballs, and I just, sure, this is good. Next turn, hopefully, please. We can still win. We can still win, but we need to get an Eevee next turn, or else it will look pretty grim. Like, I have all the Eeveelutions. What is this? All right, this guy's confused. He did Erica, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter, because Leafeon, perfect, thank you. Thank fuck, because now I can get this guy out. All right, pretty good. Next turn, we can start building this Flareon. But for now, let's do this. Attack. I don't really need to heal. Yeah, there's no really point healing this turn at least. So I'm going to save that just in case. Okay, yeah, this is amazing. Holy crap. We are at a very, very, very good position right here. Perfect. We got another Eevee as well. We're just going to Flareon. Hopefully he doesn't surrender. Hopefully he has a Lucario or something, because I want to see how this works. So for now, just feed this Flareon right here. Might as well Eevee bag. Why not? I'm going to Eevee bag this turn. Could help us out in the long run, especially if he does red card me eventually, but okay, this is pretty good. Might as well just Frost Breath. At this point, Frost Breath is pretty much useless, just kind of to flex, just in case they do have a Team Rocket Grunt. Very unlikely, but at the same time, you never know. Okay, so we just need one more point. And keep in mind, Flareon is doing base 150 damage. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so he Lucamined. Buzzwold is fed. This Leafeon is going to die. Pretty unfortunate. So we have to pretty much rely on this Flareon. That's GG. He didn't... The only way he would have won is if he Leaf Caped. And yeah, the type advantage is insane. We might as well just Sylveon just to flex. Look at that. And look, this combo is amazing. Because I just Sylveon, I can Professor's Research. So in a turn, you can draw 4 cards. That's pretty insane value. Eevee bag just to flex. Never mind. Yeah, conceded. Yeah, this deck has a lot of potential. I'm gonna do one more battle to see how it performs, but yeah, a lot of fun. And again, the best matchup is Buzzwold EX. If your opponent's using Buzzwold EX and you draw Flareon, it's pretty much GG. There's really nothing he could do. You can pretty much one-shot all the cards in his deck unless he Leaf Capes. All right, last battle, going second. Ooh, okay, this is pretty bad. Hopefully you can get another Eevee out, but I really hate how I'm just getting 1 copy of Eevee. Ideally, again, 2 or 3 would be ideal. Interesting. What is this guy cooking? What? Okay, this guy is serious. Orange, Mr. Orange, red carding first turn. Okay. This guy is cooking something. That could be a... he's trying to do an intimidation tactic right here. He's trying to show that he can just win without using red card, using only 1% of his power. We shall see though. We shall definitely see. Alright, our hand is pretty good. This is a very good hand. Yeah, Giant Cape, this Eevee right here. And then next turn, Leafeon EX is built. And again, when you're using this deck, always pray that your opponent doesn't Mars or red card. Because it's very evolution based, as you can see, it's kind of obvious. But yeah, our hand right now is pretty good. So please do not red card. Okay, nice. He's getting very unlucky. A little voice crack yet again. Nice. Okay, perfect. We do have an Eevee out. So next time we can evolve into Sylveon. For now, we're just going to play it safe, evolving Leafeon and Flareon. Amazing duo. Perfect. Okay, yeah, this guy, very bad RNG. But yeah, you can kind of see how this deck works. This is ideally how you do want to play. Again, ideally, you do want to go second. However, first could work, theoretically. That's why we have X speed. And depending on RNG, you could go turn 1 5 games in a row. That's happened to me. Like literally happened to me yesterday. I went first and yeah, it was pretty annoying. But yeah, going second feels like a breeze. Oh my gosh. Look at this. And you can do combos like this. This is why I love this deck. So I could have evolved into Sylveon to gain more cards. However, I could do this. Again, discarding helps out Flareon a lot. Leafeon is out. I do that. Buzzwole is at 100 HP. Eevee bag, plus 10 damage. Yeah, just completely just messing him up. This is good. He has to have this guy out. He has to have Buzzwole in the front. Yeah, of course. And he has no discards. This guy played it very weird. Actually, he only has one at this point, but okay, yeah, never mind. He played this pretty good. He does Lusamine. Buzzwole is out, as well as Celesteela. Pretty scary, but we're at a very good position because, oh my gosh, we have red as well. This is very good. Screw it. Might as well put Eevee EX out. Why not? Feed this Flareon right here. Leafeon doing some good damage. And next turn, Leafeon shouldn't die. So this is pretty good. So we just do this, attack. And even if he Ericas, Flareon can one-shot even without red. Okay, yeah, so this is good. So this is kind of overkill at this point. If I red, I'm doing 170 damage with Flareon. Okay, so he does red card me. So I won't do plus 20 damage. That's, I can do plus 10, sure. And GG. Yeah, this deck has a lot of potential. Hey, we got Sylveon as well. So might as well use him to just draw more cards. And we got red. But wow, this is very overkill. This is very good. But yeah, this is pretty much the deck in a nutshell. You want to have Leafeon in the early/middle game. Flareon comes out, busts, takes a bit of damage, but he likes it. He likes it, and overkill. Yeah, red, sure. This is a lot of fun. A lot of potential, and again, the best matchup is against Buzzwole, and currently in the meta, Buzzwole is still relatively prominent, so you can see a lot of value with this deck. But yeah, that's the Leafeon/Flareon/Sylveon deck showcase. A lot of fun. This deck requires a lot of thinking. It really does require a lot of thinking because depending on your scenario, because I feel like there's a lot of combos that you could do with this deck depending on the scenario and depending on your opponent's HP. As you can see from the last battle, yeah, I ended up killing his Buzzwole with Leafeon paired with Eevee bag. So a lot of thinking, you really have to be on your feet basically at all times. But overall, high skill and high reward. I feel like if you want a deck that's kind of fun and kind of makes you think, this is definitely the deck right here. Overall, I'd rank this deck S tier. Like at this point, I feel like this is the definitive Eevee deck. Like if you want to run Eevee EX, 4 copies of Eevee, this is the ideal deck because it's a lot of fun. Like it doesn't look good on paper. Like looking at this, I saw on Reddit people were looking at this deck and they're like, what am I looking at? It doesn't look good, but it just works. Just like Tom, whatever his name is, Tom Howard, is that his name? Todd Howard? Yes. It just works because it's just that good. But yeah, that's the deck showcase. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more. Next video should be the weekly meta report, so stay tuned for that to see how the meta has shifted with the introduction of the new pack. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.